The retail business has seen many changes over time. Therefore, we took a look at the revenue development and omnichannel approach of 45 retailers over a period of 5 years. Our analysis shows leading and lagging retailers, and that the COVID pandemic has further accelerated already ongoing trends.
Let's take a look at the model. Over here is an axis for revenue growth. And down here is an axis for seamless omnichannel offering. What does that mean? Well, that means that over here you will find retailers who have a large number of sales channels, especially e-commerce channels, that all provide the same experience. And over here are the retailers who have a limited number of sales channels, especially store-only channels. And now we fill the model with retailers varying in size based on their revenue. Each color represents a different industry. This is the year 2016, when the majority of the retailers were still developing their omnichannel setup. And now we start the time. We see a few retailers rapidly increasing their e-commerce presence. Look at how far HelloFresh is moving to the right. They have had an early online presence and benefited hugely. And now the COVID pandemic hits. Look at the drop in this part of apparel. For example, this one.
This fast fashion retailer only has in-store shopping and no e-commerce presence. Also, their strategy does not seem to move towards online shopping. Before 2019, they opened many new stores, resulting in a steady growth rate of about 5% per year. But during COVID, growth steeply dropped. Only because the stores closed during lockdowns and they didn't have any online channels. It is obvious this fashion retailer is relying on their stores.
But look at this part of apparel. Here we see the benefit of having an online presence as part of your omnichannel setup. Zalando has really cannibalized the sales of laggards and thereby grown a lot during COVID times. This is also illustrated by the difference between the apparel retailer with the lowest growth and the one with the highest growth, which is a spread of about 66% post-COVID. If we look at this spread before COVID, this was only 41%, meaning that the difference between leaders and laggards has increased with more than half during COVID times. Now, let's take a look at a leader, Coolblue.
Online sales channels and fast delivery are at the heart of their formula, and they benefited during the pandemic when people were stuck at home. Look at how that paid off. An impressive growth of almost 217% over 5 years. That is an average of 43% per year. Coolblue is a good example of a company that invested early in omnichannel and reaped what it sowed in COVID times. Coolblue has seriously outperformed its industry peers. Looking at the overall picture, we notice one obvious development. The spread between leaders and laggards has increased over the past 5 years for all industries. And especially COVID has acted as a catalyst for leaders to win and for laggards to fall further behind. So COVID lockdowns are no excuse for falling behind, but an opportunity to get ahead. And the rise of the online shopping will not end with the ceasing of the pandemic. It has only intensified the pressure into online channels. So for those wishing to be leaders, the choice is clear. Get out there and get your channels working.